hear what you got to say. So let's go with Jarrod. Has been waiting a while. Jarrod, you are on, and it says here that you believe that there's a possibility of a creator based on science. Is that true?
It is. How you all doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Good. Thanks for calling. So what do you want to...
So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a former devout Catholic.
Okay.
I'm a theist in the sense that I believe in a creator due to simulation theory. I wanted to call and get your take on that.
Simulation theory. I'm not very well versed in simulation theory.
So the different kinds of simulation theory, which one are you in reference to?
I guess someone proposed that like we live in a giant like quantum computer and we're all computer code.
Is that what you think?
Is that your belief?
You know, I'm at the point where I can't not believe it. It's like, what's the difference between like consciousness and self-aware AI?
Okay.
So that's fun.
So first thing would be why quantum computers specifically is your belief, for everything around us?
I guess, I mean, they quantify, well, not so much a quantum computer. It could be any computer, but with the ability to, I guess, recreate reality.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading, there was an article in the Washington Post that scientists were able to embed malicious software in human DNA and actually alter it. And I was like, interesting, because it goes back to computer code. So I was wondering if that's a possibility, and what's your take on that?
So possibilities are one thing. Beliefs that this is the truth is another. The reason why the first question I asked you is, why do you believe that? Is because that's the first question I would ask myself. Why would I believe this specific idea about reality over others? Is it possible? Certainly. I mean, I don't know enough about quantum computing. I just know the popular science articles about it, right? I know that we can do some amazing things. And I know that there's this idea that it's almost, there's another idea that there's a statistical likelihood that we're in a computer system right now and our destiny is kind of to create another system, so it's all kind of computer systems way down. I mean, there's different ideas you can play with this. But what it comes down to at the end of the day is I don't have any reason to believe that we're all in a quantum computer more so than we were all the results of, aliens, right? Like, it has to come down to specific evidence that we can kind of look at and compare to justify why one belief should be believed over another. And I don't really have that with quantum computing. Maybe that explanation's out there or maybe some evidence is. I haven't seen it yet. But until I do, it's not something that I particularly hold a lot of stock in compared to anything else.
Very plausible, makes sense. I know they're saying that within like 20 years we'll be able to recreate like reality itself, and we'll be indistinguishable.
Maybe.
Who's saying that?
The modern science consensus. If you look up quantum supremacy, that's all they're talking about is recreating reality in a virtual reality setting. And the human being won't be able to differentiate.
I also thought we were all going to have jetpacks by now, but sometimes predictions with science aren't always pan out the way that they do. Now that's not saying that it won't happen. We're definitely not claiming that. I don't know that it's not, but I won't hold. It's just something we got to wait on. Especially with predictions in science. Predictions in science are very, very iffy. If you don't believe me, you can look up some of these old documentaries on like the world of the future and stuff, and all these kinds of predictions that we would have. Some of them did come true. Cell phones are pretty amazing, right? These kinds of telecommunications technologies, self-driving cars, that's a thing that we have now. We're about to have like a lot more sex robots and stuff. That's definitely a thing that people have been looking forward to. Some of these stuff pans through, but until it happens, it's hard for me to say either way whether or not that means anything for the reality we live in now. So,
is this a belief that determines? Sorry,
what's up, Jarrod? Jarrod?
I was saying a real quick question that if it ever came down to the fact that they proved that we were actually inside of like a quantum mainframe, would that then, I guess, prove a creator or creators?
Good question. I guess
progenitors.
How would that prove any kind of creator?
Well, so he's saying if we discovered that we were the result of a computer program or something, would that imply a creator? I'd say maybe so. Yeah, that'd be pretty. Okay. I don't know how we would get to that point.
Yeah.
But if we found that we were part of some sort of code, maybe. Yeah. But we do have some other calls here. I think we kind of wrap this one up pretty quick here. Thanks for calling on this one.
Okay, hey, thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks. Nice talking to you, Jarrod.
Okay, love you guys. Take care.
You too.
Love you too.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah.